been going on the last couple of days. You know, we've been going through your file, looking at your rebuttal, and there's a couple of really concerning things. One, I think you need to know that the people that you work with, your coworkers, and there's several, they're starting to fear you. They have concern about your behavior, your aggressiveness. I think some of your frustration. And I'm sure it's not your intention, but you're putting a lot of people at, you're making people uneasy. I guess that's about the best word that I can put it. The best way I can put it. And then also something's come to light here recently that has me a little bit uneasy. And one of the things is about, and maybe you can clarify for me, that you use an outside source to write some copy for you. Because I think you're feeling frustrated with Lorena, and you had some outside copy done, and she changed that as well. And do I have the story right?
Yep, that was a test.
Okay. I'm curious, is it an inside source, outside source? Who?
I'm not going to say this is a person who works in a network level, professional.
Is it our network?
No. Okay. But anyways, the point is that I needed personal proof that she was going to rewrite no matter what. Yeah.
On top of everything else, with people being uneasy around you and some of your aggressive behavior, that is just blatant. Just a blatant, egregious error to have someone else write copy for us, and for you to have to try to set up your boss. I mean, I can't tell you how below the standards of our position you have reached by doing something like that. It's just not how we operate. I don't know how other stations operate when you're, in other markets you've been in. We just don't operate that way.
I didn't submit that as a complaint, by the way.
Okay. I have a problem with it, because it came up as I'm reading through the notes of all this thing. I have a massive problem with it. It's just not the way we do business. And setting up your boss, and it just seems to be a little strange to me. Okay?
It's not set up the boss, it was just their behavior.
Oh,
as predictable.
I thought you said your first sentence was a setup. It's exactly what you said.
I didn't say setup.
Okay. Well, what did you say? It was a test?
A test.
Is that it? It was a
yes.
test. Okay. I'm going to have your file reviewed further. Okay, outside of just me and Lisa and Kathy. I'm going to have your file sent up to our home office, and I'm going to let all those folks go through it. In the meantime, you're going to be suspended with pay, effective immediately.
Okay.
I'm going to need your card.
All right.
Any other way you can get into the building. Is that it? Key? Just a card.
Oh, office keys.
I need your office keys and your card. And the file will be sent up to TV Home Office. It'll take 2-3 days at the most. And they'll come back with a set of recommendations for us as to how we move forward.
Okay.
I'm curious, Philip. Have you done that? Had you done that before? Had you had someone else write copy and submit it to me before, for example, since I review your copy many days?
No. Because you never wrote for the sake of writing. You never changed for the sake of change. And the thing is I need personal proof. It was going to change either way.
Okay.
So, and therein lies the whole key to the issue, is that Lorena is not using the resources to the best of her ability. I could have been doing other things that would have helped with the topicals. I know that you want to you want to review it, but are you reviewing Lorena as well, or are you just reviewing me?
That's not relevant to
It
your
is relevant
situation.
to my situation, because that's what led to 2 write-ups.
Okay. Well, again, I'm asking you for your keys and your card. I would never talk about another employee to another employee. I wouldn't share any of your situation with anybody, and I'm asking you to do the same. This conversation that we're having now should go no further than this room. Okay? You should not talk to any other employees inside this building regarding what's happening in their situation. That's just policy. That's how we operate.
Okay. Again, I'm advising you because you're involved. You're involved. Lorena's involved. HR is involved. My attorney, you might know his name.
What's his name?
I retained his services.
How do you spell his last name?
He's the one that single-handedly proved an entire department was lying about his clients.
Are you threatening me?
I'm not threatening you.
That's okay. Well, then you don't have to advise me.
I'm not threatening you.
Okay.
I just want you to consider the ramifications that are coming your way if you continued with down this path. I have been nothing but a good employee. I get along with everybody swimmingly, except apparently management. And if you want, like I said, that report, like I told HR, that is just a small smidgen of evidence I have.
Are you done?
Okay. If you want to be complicit in this little charade, by all means, go right ahead. But I'm not going to be pushed into a position like this, where I'm basically, my reputation is at stake here. My career is at stake here. And allowing Lorena to continue and not even investigate makes you complicit.
I appreciate everything that you said, and I appreciate everything that you've done, okay? But I'm asking you for your key card and your keys. This conversation, I understand about your reputation. You have to do what you think you have to do, okay? But I feel like you're threatening me, like you're threatening a lawsuit, because all this is unnecessary as far as I'm concerned. If you feel like you've been wronged, I understand. Okay, I'm just telling you now. We'll take all this, because what I'll try to do is be fair. We'll take it. We'll send it all up in its entirety. All of it will get reviewed. You sent 100-page rebuttal. Okay, which seems to be very, very precise and clean thinking. Right? You're not off on tangents and rambling and. So whatever, you had your thoughts together, and you laid out a very, very compelling case. I'm not talking about Lorena. I'm not talking about any other people that you get along with swimmingly. I'm talking about the fact that you make some people uncomfortable. Okay? People uncomfortable in this building. They're afraid of you. Okay? I didn't cut you off, and I have not been rude to you. Okay? And you had someone write copy at my television station. I'm concerned about that.
It didn't air.
Someone wrote copy in our television station that was not you. It's strange to me. I don't like it.
See, you're focusing on me instead of focusing on the problem.
Okay. You could be right. You could be the smartest person in the room. There's no doubt about that. You're very intelligent. Okay, so, but that's not what I'm talking about. Okay, I have a problem that I have to try to get fixed. Okay? And where those problems lie is where I will try to fix it. You threatening an attorney on me does not help solve my problem. This conversation about Lorena does not solve my problem. My problem right now is to get you out of the building to make sure we don't have, so you're not stressed, the people you work with are not stressed, and we'll look at everything out objectively. And we'll call you back in a couple of days. You will get paid. There'll be nothing. You get a couple of days off. Is what it amounts to. Okay, and that's really it. That's really it. And understand, I hear everything that you're saying. And not just hear it, you wrote it in 100 pages. We got it.
Yeah. And I didn't write it in 100 pages.
I'm sorry.
These are emails.
I'm sorry. Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Correct.
And, okay, yeah, I'll give you key card. No, I'll have to get it from my house. But a lot of this stuff, I know we had friction from this Facebook post, but a lot of that could have been resolved with just a handshake.
See, now, you know...
And it's been even driving me to this point
Okay.
where I had to seek legal counsel. I'm not... Everyone's entitled to a mistake, you know.
Have you ever made one?
Oh yeah, plenty of them.
Name one. Here in this building.
In this building?
Anything that you've been accused of, have you said, yep, I was wrong here?
Yeah.
I've never heard it.
I've said it to Kathy plenty of
You
times.
never said it to me, right? So you said here, all I keep hearing about is everybody else. And you even accuse me. The police chief won't talk to us. He won't give us an interview anymore because of that picture. So whether you believe you did something wrong or not, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you think. Doesn't matter what I think. He was offended by it, and he has his PIO. Is that public? Yeah. Well, he won't talk to us single. He'll do a mass interview for us all. He was so offended by that we're on the out. He won't come on our station anymore. I'm sure he'll get over it, right? And that in itself is not that big of a deal. I was upset with it. I scolded you. I let it go. And now you're telling me that I'm complicit in the matter and that I'm part of the problem. I wasn't banging on you about this.
I didn't say that.
Well, I didn't. As far as I'm concerned, it's over. It's long been over.
That was a wild accusation.
Yes. It's accusation.
A wild
The
accusation.
police chief won't talk to me anymore. He won't talk to us anymore. It's not an accusation. It's an opinion. My opinion is that was out of line. His opinion is the same way. You made him look like a buffoon. But we shouldn't be having this conversation because I was over it. I'm done with it. I'm done with it.
Okay, well, the times that we crossed the hallways, I've never got a hello. I've always had a cold
We
response.
never crossed the hallways, Philip. I would never do that to you.
Okay.
Okay. You know what? This is going nowhere. It's going nowhere.
Okay.
Okay? I wish you well. Okay? And things may work out just fine. I don't know. But your job is in jeopardy. We send that file up. Yeah, just no mistake, right? Your job is in jeopardy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, like I said, is
Well,
Lorena going to be under investigation? Is she suspended? No. I don't like being backed into a corner. Okay.
Is that another threat?
No, I never threatened you either way. But I do give you facts. Cause and effect.
Okay. I've never talked to someone this long about this situation, and I'm done talking to you about it. I need your keys. I got the card, and you'll hear from us very, very soon.
I'm sure I will. Never happened. Personal animosity towards you. Until that day, you changed everything. That was a wild accusation. I know there were some consequences for the police, but that was still a wild accusation. I did my job.